And welcome back to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole with my pal Eric Stromer.
Hey.
And we're in Vegas because, well, you have this kind of
Well, because I have a gambling problem. That's why we're here.
No, you don't. But state your name.
Yeah.
No, we really did want to come to Vegas because who doesn't? It's great restaurants, great fun. And the most important thing is this is where all the trends for the kitchen and bath are being revealed for 2011. It's called K-Biz. And coincidentally, it kind of sounds like showbiz. And that's what it is. It's a chance for the kitchen and bath world to kind of
it's
get
everything's
the day.
shining,
It's
sparkly,
shiny,
it's amazing.
Showtime, baby.
Yeah.
And so we've been having fun kind of exploring all the new innovations and all the new green technologies, the colors, the things that you want to have. And so I hope that you're enjoying listening because we're having fun. We're talking now with another expert who's going to give us some clues as to what we're going to want. Mark Ayers is the Vice President of Marketing with KraftMaid. And so great to have you here.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks a lot.
So when you think of counters and cabinetry, for the most part, cabinetry is your thing. You're building these creations that are not only for the kitchen, but they can be entertainment centers. They're anywhere, right?
Oh, sure, absolutely. And Cindy, you're right. I mean, at KraftMaid, we're all about being able to allow people to express their personal style and design options, regardless of what area in the home that they're in. But really, where we can help people really stand out is in that kitchen area. The kitchen really is the heart of the home these days. And at KraftMaid, we've got lots and lots of options to allow people to express whatever personal design that they're looking for.
And what are some of the trends that you're seeing
Yeah.
that your company's reflected in design and technologies?
Yeah, well, trends are always changing, right? And, I would say probably three areas that we're kind of seeing some shifts in trends. Probably first is in colors. Colors are really back to basic this year, so we're seeing...
we keep hearing that. People want white.
White's
but
coming
also,
back.
But like brown.
It is. It's kind of back to the farmer's market type of colors, and think of things like the warm, rich browns, navies, deep, rich reds, those types of colors.
Oh yeah.
Vintage sage, chocolate finishes. Things that are really warm and inviting, and so that's what we're seeing in terms of colors. The other thing that we're seeing, guys, is really smaller homes. People are going from the bigger homes that they had in years past down to some of these smaller homes. And anytime that takes place, storage solutions become really, really important to those folks. And I think that's an area that we come through really well in. We have our Harmony Storage Solutions, has over 200 different accessory options. So whether it's pots and pans, bottles of wine, recycling, whatever you want to do, we typically have a solution for you that can help.
Thank goodness you mentioned wine storage because that was something that
We both have drinking problems.
Well, we could probably help at least get that organized. I don't know if we can help with the problem. We can help organize it, though.
But I know that whenever you're talking about a trend, from a designer, from a manufacturer perspective, I mean, you guys have to stay out there a couple of years ahead of everyone. And of course, earlier this year, we all heard from the folks at Pantone that pink, honeysuckle pink was the color for 2011.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it, though.
Do you have a pink cabinet, do you?
We'll have to get to work on that. I can't say right away that we have a pink cabinet, but you're right. We spend lots and lots of time out there understanding
traveling the world, really.
Exactly, really. I mean, looking at international shows, we go to a lot of furniture shows, we look at automotive, we look at a lot of different sources for inspiration to try and understand, where are those new hot colors going to come from.
So you mean like automotive leads in color choices for that particular year?
Absolutely.
And fashion and all that
Oh,
kind of
sure.
stuff?
Absolutely.
Like when you can go to the purse department in a
Right.
ladies, design store, and I always will see those bags or the colors or shoes, for instance, that you'll then see, oh my gosh, it's on a car. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's now a blender. Oh my gosh, it's now a countertop.
Right.
There's a
Right.
there's a continuity there.
Yeah, no, Cindy, you're right on. In fact, fashion's a great analogy because cabinetry is very much like fashion. I mean, the trends tend to change, very quickly anymore, and people really want to express their personal style and design. So just like people express their style through fashion, people also want to express their style in their house.
We've heard that shaker style is kind of making a comeback, even though it feels to me like it's never left. But is that something that you guys...
Eric, I tend to agree with you. To me, it seems like it's been around. It's kind of one of those that we've always seen, but it is very popular right now. I think probably the slight twist in that is that it's the very wide stiles and rails, which is what people are really being drawn to right now. So you can take...
You know what else is good on a practical level? When they're wider, the door's heavier. Because in my experience, when you have the shaker style, the door's very light. and now that those rails and stiles are wider, it gives it more substance and it feels more solid to me.
Yeah, no, you're right. And not only that, but you can take that look, and depending on what finish you put on it or what style of hardware you put on it, you can make it go from traditional to transitional to soft modern in the look of that kitchen. So that's why that is a real popular door style right now.
So you mentioned red as a cabinet color. Describe the shade of red. What does it look like?
Well, it's called Cardinal is the color, and
is it close to the color of my lipstick that I'm wearing right
now? I'm just going to sidestep that question and answer Cindy's question instead.
Thank
you. It's really not the bright red that you would see.
Is there a brown undertone
It
in
is. It has really.
I can feel it.
Back to that earth tone, that really
kind
rich,
of that
warm
old
brown.
School
yes,
red.
It is. That's a great way to describe it.
Kind of vintagey.
It is, and it's not necessarily that you're going to do an entire kitchen in that color, but you might want to do an island or a couple areas of the kitchen or another room with that accent.
Yeah, I like
it's like
mixing
that road
up.
Stop sign.
It's nice to mix those colors. An island one color, the cabinets. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Well, so you always have to stay on top of things, and now here we have these beautiful designs for now. But then what are you thinking of for the future? I mean, because 2012 will be here before you know it.
Oh, it absolutely will. And we are always working really hard to try and stay ahead of these style and design trends. And so we're looking at things like warm grays. Warm grays are going to continue to be, they're coming up in popularity. We think that by 2012 they'll be very trend on. And we're also doing other things besides just colors and door styles and things like that too. So this fall we're coming out with a new innovation in technology that's around this soft close drawer mechanisms that we have. So we've had those for a while in our drawers, and we also have them available on cabinet doors. And they're great because they close really nice and soft. People don't pinch their fingers and other things like that. So far, to do it in a cabinet, it's required a third accessory piece that had to be installed separately. But this fall, we're going to come out with that technology integrated right into the hinge. So it's one less piece.
That's great.
It is. It's one less piece for an installer to have to put in to the kitchen. And in addition to that, it really cleans up the look of that cabinet. So we're doing things like that as well.
And what's popular now, and what might you expect to be popular in the future in terms of accents for the exterior of the cabinetry? Is that still something that we want, or do we want it just more flush and simple?
Well, we're seeing a lot of different accessory options in place. I mean, glass is always very popular. We have a lot of different glass options that people can choose from. We've also have what we call mullion wood inserts. So instead of inserting glass behind those mullion doors, where you get design options on those doors, you get a look of wood instead. And so that really tends to dress up the cabinet.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Hard to describe in radio, but if you'll stop by the booth, we'll be more than happy to show you some examples.
What's the website?
Website KraftMaid.com. And we're redesigning that website right now and be launching a new one that's tied in with our new media campaign called Silhouettes, and that'll be out this fall.
Now, are all the cabinets that you guys make, are they all wooden cabinets, or are there other materials?
No, they're wooden cabinets.
Yeah. Right. You would never make some other kind of cabinet.
Well, I would never say never because we're always exploring different types of technologies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering in terms of a green material.
Right. Well, there's plenty of people that get very deep into that green area.
Yeah.
And we do have some green aspects to our cabinetry, but for the most part, we tend to let those folks kind of stay in that area. But we're always exploring new technologies and new finish options and things like that we can bring to market.
Excellent. All right. Well, thanks for being with us, Mark Ayers.
Thank you. Appreciate being here.
Vice President of Marketing with KraftMaid, and great innovation. So once again, the website is?
KraftMaid.com.
That was easy. Okay. All right. Coming up next, we're going to continue to talk about some of the trends, including the one that we keep hearing about here at the Kitchen and Bath Show, Gen Shift. The generation shift is we're living with multiple age groups of our families.
You're saying my mom's moving into my house, aren't you?
I'm saying that you're lucky that your mom and dad are still around. I'm saying. So anyway, we're going to have more fun. Eric Stromer with me, Cindy Dole, Home Wizards. We're back right after this.